Hi everyone, here's Unzila Talk Finance. Today I'm standing in front of the White House in Washington, D.C. We secured more than 295 electoral votes as of Tuesday morning. Donald Trump elected as the President of the United States. At the same time, Donald Trump is the second president in the U.S. history to serve the two non-consecutive terms. The inauguration day is scheduled on for the next year, 2025, January 20th. Until the inauguration day, we have less than 70 days, but the election cycle hasn't finished yet. So today, let's pay attention to the rest of the election cycle timeline from now to the inauguration day. Although we have the election result published by the election night and the poll closed, but those results are not official yet. Only the election officials has the right to certify and canvass every valid vote. So currently we are under the period of election certification that starts from November 7th to December 12th. So unofficial result has been published after the poll closed on election night, and it will continue to be released although all ballots are counted. So this process will be certified in order to be valid and considered as a final result. During the canvass, the election officials will reconcile the number of mail, early and election day ballot counted, the number of votes, and the reason to do this is to make sure that every valid vote to be counted. And after the election, there will be a post-election audit by different states, and the timeline and the process will be a little bit different. This is in order to verify that the equipment correctly counted votes. And at the end, finally, the election officials will issue a written statement that arresting the written statement to identifying that the results are accurate and true. So turning to recounting process will be different from each state, so that results will impact the final election certification dates. As we know, the Delaware has the earliest deadline for the certification, which is November 7th, and Oregon has the latest certification deadline, which is 12th of December. The second election process is a certificate of ascertainment of appointed electors that is due by 11th of December, which means generally each state will appoint several candidates known as electors before the election to cast the electoral vote. As we know, this process is completed in two steps. The first step is before the election, every state appointed several electors to vote for, and secondly, during the election, voters in each state will vote for the state electors by casting their ballots. So depending on the different states, the ballot format, and election process different in each states. The state elector's name may appear on the ballots below the names of presidential candidates. So the elector meeting will be held on. The elector meeting will be held on 16th of December. By 25th of December, the electors meet will be held. The electors meet will be on December 16th of the electors meet will be on 16th of December, and by the deadline of 25th, and the electors will meet in each state and vote for the winning presidential candidate and vote for the winning presidential candidate, and the electors' vote should be received by 25th of December. And next year on January next year, 2025, on January 3rd, the newly elected Congress will be sworn in, and on 6th of January, the newly elected Congress will count the electoral votes, and at the same time, the President of Senate, currently served by the current Vice President Kamala Harris, she will attend the meeting and announce the winner. At the same time, she will declare the people that elected as a President and the Vice President of the United States. Finally, in January 20th, 2025, if all as planned, Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance will sworn in next Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance will sworn in Washington, D.C. Capitol building next year on Monday, 20th of January, 2025, marking the beginning of the second presidency of the Donald Trump.